record. Basically, there was a viral TikTok that got millions and millions of views and shares, and it was a joke verbatim from comedian Sam Morril, popular comedian, kind of more internet stuff, as a YouTube special, like millions of views. So basically, a famous TikToker posted a video that was his joke verbatim that he wrote. Probably took him months to figure it out and write it, and he did it in the Joker movie, like a huge movie. He does the joke in part of the movie, like there's a scene in a comedy club, and he tells it verbatim, and the TikTok is the joke verbatim, same words, same punchline, same tags.
Most women I know, they look at sex differently. Most women I know, they look at sex like buying a car. You're like, can I see myself in this long term? Is it safe? Is it reliable? Could it kill me? Most guys I know, they look at sex like parking a car. We're like, there's a spot. There's another spot. Oh, I have to pay? Never mind.
See sex like buying a car, though. They ask questions like, can I see myself with this long term?
Is it safe? Is it reliable? Can it kill me? Guys look at sex more like parking a car. So it's like, there's a spot, there's another spot, there's another spot. Do I
have to pay? No, never mind.
Handicapped. Hope no one sees this.
Ain't handicapped. Let's just hope no one sees.
And that's when I decided that motherfucker stole that shit.
And it got millions and millions of shares. So he was salty about it that he didn't get credited. So he posted like a whole rant on his Facebook talking about it. And it's actually hilarious. I was listening to a podcast earlier today where they talk about this, but it was from just coincidence. It was from like years ago, like how the Fat Jewish got canned, like, a couple of years back for doing the same thing about memes. And it's just part of the repertoire now. That's probably the wrong word, but that's just what memes and internet content is. 90% of them are probably comics jokes that the internet fuck hacks just steal and repost or make a video for it, like a TikTok or an Instagram. And
even tweets, people who are like not famous on Twitter, someone will take and like put it everywhere, and there's like no.
Yeah. And there's some really funny Twitter accounts out there, like hilarious ones that I follow, and some of the people aren't even like famous, or they write for TV shows. They're not like, nobody really knows them.
No, but yeah, they're just I could go viral on a tweet, and everyone will take it and not give any credit for it.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened, and he put a rant about it. Salty, like doesn't care that much though, because he knows it's his, but. Everyone has always, if you've most people are going to side with the comedian. Obviously, like it's not like that hard to comprehend, and there's no reason not to side with a comedian when it's literally a written, like crafted joke, and it's not hard to go take someone's joke and make a video out of it or make a meme out of it. Like a retard could do that.
I disagree though, because I feel
I know
like
you disagree.
Creators are in the minority now more than ever, and we're not technically young compared to the younger crowd of content creators. And TikTok's whole main basis is taking stuff from people and making trends of videos, busted down challenge, different challenges, something that was already created, and then taking that and making it another creation. I don't necessarily agree with it at all, but I feel like there's no I don't know if the right word is dignity, but for upcoming creators, like it's like a dog-eat-dog world. They'll take whatever and not give any fucking credit to it.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that is not the thing. I'm arguing that they shouldn't get credit for it. It wasn't their piece of creation. Maybe the meme, like the image of the meme or the way they made the TikTok was their creation, but the actual, like the jokes, the words, and the content is not their creation. But I also would side with you partially, and just like if Sam was here right now, I'd be like, this is what has been happening. How many tweets or jokes like Norman and all the other comics have gotten stolen? It's a 19-year-old making a TikTok, which a regular person would much rather watch than go watch your YouTube special. Or it's just so happens what they do because of the short time span and the short time, whatever the word I'm thinking of is,
Yeah, it's funny because
short time. I can't think of the word.
The dude was like, I never saw it or whatever. How do you know? Like it's the exact
so that
same
guy
thing. He definitely saw it on the Joker. Maybe didn't know it was the comedian, or somewhere, but like definitely lied. I mean, 90% sure, 95% sure that dude definitely took exactly that. People could have the same thoughts though in comedy, and then they say they're stealing. And I
There's
feel
parallel
like
thinking, but there's parallel thinking, and I was like, oh, let me see because I just saw one of our friends reshare it, and I was like, let me go actually watch the clip. And I knew the joke because I've seen all his specials and stuff, and I knew it from the Joker. And then I went and watched the TikTok to see if it was the exact same thing, which it's literally the exact same thing. I think the one guy switches like one thing around at the end, but it's the exact same setup, whatever. And there could be similar jokes like that. But
people with
he
morals.
obviously saw it somewhere. But it's like, if Sam was sitting here, I'd be like, yeah, that's what these kids do. It's TikToks, and it's going to get millions of views because it's funny or relatable, whatever it was. But he didn't write it, just like Fat Jewish didn't make any of his memes. Like
Yeah,
he made the actual meme, but he didn't make
there's
any
no
of the
code to
words.
the game. They look at it as like content, and they don't even care. A lot of people like you respect comedy. A lot of people respect comedy who are fans, but like if you ask some of these creators, they don't care that he thought of the joke. Like they don't think it's an art. They don't look at it like that. They're like, oh, this guy said this. I'm putting it in this video.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
basically,
what people don't realize.
yeah, and the saltiest, like he was, he says, Sam said the guy, I guess his I'm not on TikTok a lot, but I guess his TikTok name is Fist First
There was something else too.
UTD.
No, it started with a B. But I think
No,
it's
those are
a win
accounts
for
that
I think it's a
copy
win
it.
for Sam Morril because even though he might come off like bitter and
But he's bitter for the right reason.
Yeah, true, but like it's a weird world we live in. But the comedy hardcores are going to get his back, and his biggest fans anyway are still going to support him and probably support him more now. But I don't know. I just find it interesting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I opened this I opened this conversation saying, obviously, I'm supporting him. I support comedy, original content, like original writing, especially. That probably took him 3 months to just like flesh it all out. But I'm also going to side with the short attention span of a 17-year-old. Like your average TikTok viewer, probably a 17-year-old dipshit.
Yeah, they're not fans of Sam Morril.
Yeah, who's just gonna, and they're not like big, or maybe they are. They're not like they don't have any real skill. They can just do like edit a funny video but taking someone else's content to edit to make it like that. And then most people are just going to want to watch it because they have a short attention span. And it's like probably like a 30-second clip. It's a funny joke. It's a joke about the way men have sex with women and vice versa compared to driving a car. Obviously, I'm not going to do it justice, but if you go watch it, it's funny. It's like relatable. And he was just said that the guy, I guess the TikTok guy, apologized to him in the comments, or just apologized in the comments. So that's right there admitting he didn't write it.
He didn't apologize to him. He just
didn't apologize to him specifically. And you know, so when it went viral, like some big accounts, he was saying repost it, like No Chill or whatever, is like a huge Instagram account.
Someone will make a TikTok of this and go viral.
Yeah,
but not us for too long. It's 10 minutes.
Like reposted it.
This reaction. No, I'm just saying this reaction will be too long for the young people listening. But a TikToker will make this in 1 minute and it will go viral because they know how to work apps. But I think the TikTok crowd probably wouldn't have bought or
he just
watched
wants credit.
special
You just
anyway.
want credit. Basically, you just want credit if that's what.
For who though? The 17-year-old TikTokers that won't watch a special anyway. That's why it's stupid. The comedy hardcore is still going to blow them.
Yeah, it's true. That's where I kind of agree. But I actually like this one. This is the main part I wanted to bring up. Like one of the first comments is, quote, fucking infuriating. Jokes should qualify for the same IP protections as songs. People can cover them but have to pay royalty per monetized use click, which is the case for songs. And I actually kind of like that. Like, why shouldn't that be the same thing for a joke that's out posted somewhere online or on a Netflix special or on a whatever special? Like Bert Kreischer has his last Netflix special. He has one, and then the special came out, and 2 weeks later he saw it as a meme, and that's out on Netflix, signed, sealed. So like, I think that makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. I think
why
it's
are songs like that then?
In hip hop? In hip hop, it's not. It can be a big deal, but a lot of times they just create and recopy, and they're inspired by it. And it's the same thing. Dude, this is too much because you could take back all these comedians who were inspired by an old comedian and had their same style. The old comedians might want money from them. It's the same concept.
But it's not, it's not. You can't logically. Is not copying a joke verbatim.
No,
words.
But you can't.
Sam Morril and Mark Normans couldn't take an old George Carlin joke and make it into a meme because there was no internet and there was no.
What are you gonna do? Charge the guy if he has the same style?
Yes.
Same cadence. Hey, you have the same.
Style and cadence is, dude. It's not style and cadence. It's the exact same words. It's the English.
I know,
words.
but you could get around. You get away with it. There's rappers who steal Drake's whole flow and become rappers.
This guy's comment and my point is you shouldn't get away with it. A cadence or a style is not the same as exact same words. So when I did, how about this? I did a college term paper and my dormitory roommate stayed up late one night and did it the night before, and I had already finished like a couple days before, and he said, "Yo, can I just take a look at yours? Because I'm running late on this. I know you already did." He copied it verbatim, the exact words. He didn't even like jumble it up. We both got called into the dean's office, and he confessed before I could give.
Is that
my
a true
side.
story?
It is a true story. He
That's wild.
confessed before I could give my side, so I was already good. I was in the clear. But if he never confessed, we both would have been fucked. And I shouldn't have been fucked. Only he should have. Don't you think so?
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm
the
playing
exact
the
same
I'm
words.
playing the anti-comedy like other side because you'll be blowing that comedy, so it's fun to debate this. But I could see
not a
the
debate.
side. Say if you never watch Burt Kreischer's special and have a similar joke, you know how many times that probably happens. But then you're like, oh, I have a similar joke as
Yeah.
Chris Rock, I can't use it.
But comics say that parallel thinking, but it's the exact same words in the exact same order.
No,
And
I know.
even-
I'm just
even
saying it's hard to
specified jokes
license
like
it.
this.
It's got to be hard to license a joke.
Yeah, I
though.
don't
It's
know
a little
how
different than a
license-
rap song
I don't know how licensing and IP protections or whatever the guy is saying. I don't know
because
how that works.
there'll be rappers who say the same rap lyric, and then like they'll big up that person. But in comedy, it's frowned upon to say the same joke. But there'll be rappers who say a Jay-Z line, right? And like it's too much more complex because you got the beat, the producer. There's a lot going on. If you steal like the whole fucking beat and the song, that's different. But in comedy, you're going with that one joke. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there would be if that became a thing, which I would be for, especially if it's published out on a platform like a Netflix or wherever. I think that should be looked into. But there always be discrepancies, like if you copy a stupid rap lyric, like where it's one word is rhymed with the same word, like I'm a sick fuck Lex quick fuck.
Maybe someone could invent that, and then Schultz could say he did it. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, shots fired.
I was kidding. He says he invented YouTube comedy. Everyone's getting mad in the comments.
Yeah, so basically all these TikTokers are fucking pussies. Sam was kind of whining a little bit, but obviously I see his point. I'm going to side with him as a comic. It's the complete watch the joke that he does on a special and then watch the TikTok, and it's the exact same thing. I get it if there was like parallel thinking or discrepancy.
But what about comedy?
it's
What about
stupid.
comedy privilege? It's not fair. Famous comedians can do this, but not middle of the pack or up and comers. Like, say if someone took your joke, who is famous, a Robin Williams style, and you never get the credit, no one believes you, but they believe Morril because he has the following. So it's not fair. Comedy privilege, bro.
It's not fair, but it still should happen. And also, when is a Sam Morril or a Robin Williams, for some reason you brought up, ever going to see a my joke to steal? Obviously,
he could have came to the Stress Factory. He could have came in the
there.
Stress Factory, saw it on social media, or listened to a podcast.
Yeah,
and
maybe
had
on
the idea.
Instagram he could have saw
Dude,
it. But,
yeah, does the comedian say if someone's listening to a podcast and they have a great idea and then they take that idea that someone was inspired by, do they have to pay the comedian money for that?
Cypher Sounds and Rosenberg brought Juan Epstein podcast?
No, I'm just saying, like,
is that what you're saying?
like it's so hard to it's so hard to try to control someone's thought process or joke. It's different than a song, even though it's art. Say if you were listening to a podcast and someone said something funny, Joe Rogan, and you took it down and made it a joke. Comedians aren't really that. Comedians are creative for sure, but people probably take shit and like play it low key, like they don't, or remake their own version.
Yeah, I agree.
But what I think is not fair is what about upcoming creators or comedians who have a great idea and someone who's famous takes that idea?
Yeah, if you're in the situation where where you tell the famous person, or they can take it from you, like you in an interview or whatever,
or you send them a video of your uncle, and then they do that.